All right, so today we're going to work on writing algebraic expressions. And we are going to focus on the 4 basic math operations: adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. And we are going to brainstorm a list of words that we use in English that means these different math things. So let's start with addition. Matthew, what you got?
Addition.
Okay, so you can say add or addition. Okay. What's another one? Yes. Sum is another way that we say addition. The sum of 2 numbers means you add the 2 numbers together. We'll get to multiplication in a minute. We're sticking with addition now. Alyssa?
Plus.
Plus is another good one. Okay. Any other ones? Yes, Emily? More than. Good, or more. Okay, so any one of these 4 words means that we are going to be adding things together. We're going to use the plus sign on those things. If you're adding, you want the sum, something plus something else, or if you say, I have $5 more than Pete, then it's going to be Pete plus 5. Okay? All right, what about subtraction? Yes, Michaela? Difference, good. Okay, Jordan?
Minus.
All right, minus, excellent. Blaine?
Withdraw.
Okay, withdraw. If you take something away, if you're withdrawing something, say yes. Less than, less. More than is plus, less than is subtract. Okay?
Subtract.
All right. Okay, any other obvious, easy ones? Yeah.
Take away.
Okay, or take away. Okay, so that's a pretty good list there. So difference. The difference between 2 numbers is 7, so you would go A minus B is 7. Minus obviously means subtract. Withdraw means you're taking things away. Less than, subtract, or take away. All right? Awesome. How about multiplication, Matthew?
Multiply.
Okay, obviously multiply means to multiply. Hopefully we know that already, Karina. Okay, quotient is actually over here, but that's a good one. That's a tough one. Quotient means division. We'll throw that out there. Kara? Product is the other one, common one. Carly, got another one?
Times.
Okay, times. Anything else? Okay, that's the main ones there. And then for division, we already have the weird one, the hard one, quotient. I don't really know where that comes from. We really only see that in math books, but what the heck? Jordan?
Divide.
Okay, divide, obviously. Yeah, or divide by, or whatever else. Okay, Matt, you got another one for division? No? Yeah, these are the only 2 I can do, but the other ones in the book. Divided by and quotient. Okay? All right, so we're good with those? All right, so now our, can I turn the page? Oh, you were, she had borrow off of hers because you were somewhere else. Okay, so let's do some examples of the kinds of problems that you are going to do today. Right? Give me a second to copy that down. 1 more than the product of 12 and P. All right, so when we take a look at these things, what are the math words that jump out at you? Right here.
More than.
Okay, more than. is one of them. And what's the other one? Kara?
Product.
Product. Okay, and so more than obviously means addition, and product means multiplication. Okay, now let's think order of operations. Which one do you usually do first, Jordan? Okay, right, the multiplication. So let's do the product first. So how would I write the product of 12 and p?
12 plus.
But product doesn't mean plus, it means, yeah, multiply. So I'm going to go 12 times p, okay? And then we want one more than that. So what do I do? Yeah, then I go plus 1. Okay? So you could write it the other way around if you followed it the way the sentence was written. One more than, so you could have gone 1 plus the product of 12 and p, 12 times p. And those are the same thing. But like I said, in order of operations, since we do the multiplication first, it's nice to write the multiplication stuff in the front, okay? Do I need the little time symbol? No. I could use a dot, or since it's a number and a variable, I could just leave it out altogether, okay? Which makes it a lot shorter, yeah. Gage, you catch a friend there?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Fuzzy.
Oh, just a fuzzy? It's not even alive? That's not even exciting. I thought you had a bug there. Okay, so that's how we would write one more than the product of 12 and p.
Mr. Rogers,
Yeah.
have you ever had your daughter?
In class?
Yeah.
I have both my kids in class.
Did you give them bad grades?
Nope.
I'm guessing they got A's.
They did just fine, yeah. My son is really smart but really lazy, so he can get away with it. My daughter's smart and hardworking, so that worked out. Okay, let's try another one. 4 less than a number n divided by 2. So again, raise your hand and tell me one of the math words that we need to work with. Yeah. Less than. And what does less than mean? Subtract, okay? And then Emily, the other one math word is divided by, which obviously means division. Okay, again, which one do we do first? Division or subtraction? Matthew? Division. So that means when we write out this problem, we're going to do the division first. So let's focus on n divided by 2 first. How do I write that? 2n would be multiplying together, but dividing I'm going to go, yes. Okay, so I could go n divided by 2 like that. What's another way that I could write it, Alyssa?
2 divided by n?
But those are two different things. N divided by 2 and 2 divided by n are two different things. And since the n came first, I have to put the n first. What's another way that I can write this without using the division sign? Does anybody know? Matthew?
Slash bar and put the n.
Yeah, but the fraction bar, so you could go n divided by 2 like that. Is that what you're going to say? Okay. All right, so we've got the n divided by 2 part. Now how do we do 4 less than that? Minus 4. Okay. So I can either go n divided by 2 minus 4, or I can go n divided by 2 written this way, divided by 4. Either one of those will come out to be the same thing. Okay? All right, let's go backwards. Let's start with the algebraic expression and write it out in words. Okay? So we're going to start with the expression and then we're going to write it out using words. So first of all, I'm going to start with the 4. What word would you like to use for this? Yes.
Less than.
Okay.
With
Let's use the easiest one we can. Okay, minus. Let's just go 4 minus. What's happening with the 7 and the b? They're multiplying. So what's the way I can call that multiplication? Ben? Good. So 4 minus the product of 7 and b. Okay? Now, the reason why I didn't want to take Matthew's suggestion to say less than is because if you say less than, then that actually means 7b take away 4, okay? Which is different than 4 take away 7b. So you have to be, well, because this one right here, let's say that b is 1, what do you get?
7.
Okay, and then 4 minus 7 is
3.
negative 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if I put in 1 here, 7 times 1 is 7, but 7 minus 4 is
3.
positive 3. So this one would give me negative 3, this one would give me positive 3. So they're a little bit different. So you have to be careful with both subtraction and division because the order that you do them in matters. Okay? Okay, how about a little bit of a word problem? I guess these are all word problems already. Let's say that a company showed a commercial N times on TV, and each time it costs $2.4 million. Okay? Why does it cost so much? Because during the Super Bowl. Okay, so a company showed a commercial during the Super Bowl N times on TV, and each time it cost $2.4 million. $1 million. That's a lot.
Isn't it like $1 million every 30 seconds?
Yeah, it's a lot for the Super Bowl. I don't even know what it is. Okay, so how would you write an algebraic expression that tells you how much it would cost them to show this ad however many times? What are you going to do with the 2.4 and the number of times that you show it? Are you going to add them, subtract them, multiply them, or divide them? Then multiply them. Good. So the way that you would show this in an equation or an expression is you could go 2.4 million times n. Okay. So that's a way that you can figure out how much it costs depending on how many times you show it. All right. Now you can make some decisions about how many times you show it. How much would it cost you to show it twice? 4.8. Good, because 2 times 2.4 is 4.8. So that would be 4.8 million. How would you figure out how much it would cost you to show it 3 times?
7.
Right, because you're going to 7.2. Very nice. You guys are good at mental math. I like that. $7.2 million to show it 3 times. How would you figure out how much it would cost you to show it 4?
7.6.
No, yeah, 9.6. Okay. And do you guys understand? Those of you that are not raising your hands and answering, do you understand how they're getting these numbers? Okay. All they're doing is going 2.4 times 2, 2.4 times 3, 2.4 times 4. They're just able to do it pretty quickly in their head. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Well, we can probably stop. That would come out to be an even 12. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. If you showed it 5 times, it would come out to be an even 12. Okay. Now let's make up a problem. Nope.
Do you get the problems from the book or just make them up?
Mostly from the book. Okay, so let's say that that's the expression that we want to use to solve the problem. Austin, you still with us? Okay. What is an example of a word problem that you could have to solve this? I mean, that you would use to solve this for? Natalie?
M plus 14,917.
Yeah, no, I know, but what's a situation where you would actually, like a real life thing, yeah?
14,917 people were in the United States no. Added by, and then the M is like California.
Okay, in the, that's probably a little bit too small for the United States, but, well, even, yeah, it's too big for, how about Aberdeen?
Texas.
Okay, in, let's go Aberdeen, 'cause that's closer at least. And then, how many people will there be okay? How many more people will there be in Aberdeen if n more people move in? I'm not asking a question, I'm just saying that's a question that we could use to, what's that? M is the mystery, yeah. So 14,917 people live in Aberdeen right now. How many more people, or how many people will there be in Aberdeen if n more move in? If that was the question, this would be a algebraic expression that you could use to answer that question. Yes?
This is like a serious like statement. And no, it's just like using Washington as a thing.
Yeah, no.
I'm not,
Yeah, I know, just kind of trying to name a region. Yeah, okay, can anybody think of a different one? We wouldn't necessarily need to write it down. Matthew?
The Georgia Dome can hold 14,917 people.
Okay.
If
And
it
then,
expanded 20 acres.
right, if they add more, yeah, then, okay, something like that. So you just have to come up with a situation where you're starting with this many people, or dollars, or candy bars, or houses, or airplanes, and then you're adding stuff onto this, okay? All right, so we're good with that?
Yes.
So we're gonna be doing problems that we don't even have to figure out. We just have to write like.
Yeah, a lot of these, as I'm looking through there, yep, that's a good point. You don't have an answer. Your answer is going to look something like this. Okay, you guys catch that? That's a very important observation that you just made. A lot of the times you're not going to get an answer now, for this assignment at least, of 15 or 12 or 6.7. It's going to be an algebraic expression that you're going to come up with. Okay, that's always a little wacky, huh? All right, let's see what we've got going.